Hi, my name is Sid. We're surrounded by problems, both inside and out, because man has the different faces within. We never know what we actually want. We're tempted for more and crave for more. This temptation and this craving is like a wild horse. Like those horses, they must be managed and be under control. These temptations and cravings just a part of darkness and desires of a man's heart. Now, everyone has a different viewpoint, and I want to see through them all.
Than my peers. Bhaskar, a senior student and a great friend. He has a different viewpoint than I ever thought. Alright, so I'd like to ask you, as a student, what's your standpoint on restrictions, or in simpler term, law, that we're supposed to follow?
They're pretty pointed, the laws. Because, we as humans tend to do whatever we want. We are like really violent. And especially in my age, teenagers, we think we know everything and tend to do some stupid stuff. So they are important and we need to follow them. So that we don't hurt each other.
So, do you really think that we need to hold all these laws that are enforced upon us? All of them? Like, what if you break one law? Do you think it's going to hurt everyone?
If you make laws, you need to follow them. If you break them, you should be punished accordingly. There shouldn't be like this. If you break a law and then he broke a law, maybe we can forgive him this time. No, each and every time you need to punish them, otherwise no one would follow them, because then everyone will think that we just get forgive. So yeah, you need to uphold them.
Yeah.
Our world is better because there are more laws. There are more things to restrain us from doing stupid stuff, and our world is much more safer.
I guess in a way that restriction does make us
they also stop racism and everything. Otherwise we both wouldn't be here.
Thank you. That was a good insight. But maybe I just think different than my peers, and maybe even different if someone holds an authority or power. Let's talk with Mr. House, assistant principal of Troy High. So first of all, thanks for letting me use your time.
No problem.
So I'd like to know, that's like an assistant principal, what does law and order mean to you? And in simpler terms, you could call them restrictions,
Sure.
What they mean to you,
The law and order, these policies and procedures are put in place to make sure that Troy High is a safe place for everyone, so that they can get educated by their teachers, and so that's the utmost importance to all of us is safety. And so those rules and regulations and law and order, as you put it, are there to first of all protect the safety. And so that's where most of the things come in place.
So, well, let's take a scenario, alright? Where you're in this world where there's no law and order, where everything fell apart all of a sudden. And then, so what would you see yourself as a principal, a former principal, let's say, and as a father and a husband? What would you see yourself as in that?
I would say I would try to help to bring back law and order so that everyone is safe, so that it goes back to the old saying of your rights begin where my fist ends, so to speak, so that you're not where people aren't going back to brute force and just where people's property is protected, where people's person is being protected by law and order. So I would do my best to try to bring back that system so that freedoms are protected, and you can't have freedom unless you have some type of law and order, obviously, because then brute force would come into place. But also there has to be some type of restriction there to protect other people's freedoms and also in some ways protect you from yourself.
Alright, that's it. Thanks for the interview.
Oh,
Those words he spoke were nothing but true. So, I decided to ask my mom the same questions because I always wondered why my mom makes me do all this and that. And don't even get me started on what not to do. And those not to do are my restrictions. So, I decided to ask her, why do you tell me not to do this and that and all certain things? Well, she said that these restrictions, so I call, are there to regulate and direct our behavior towards a goal and being a good person. Of course, as a mother, she doesn't like to be this enforcer, but the enforcing that restriction, it becomes a habit, and you don't need any enforcement to do certain things. Now, it's more than just making a good person out of me. She also explained to me that restrictions are there in a way to help us understand our unpredictable and always evolving society, and to adapt to this society and to the community and be a part of something bigger.
Choices. Each individual have a choice or decision to make that will pave their way to a good future. And law or restrictions, so I call, are there as a guideline to make sure we never give in to our darkness or to stray away from our path. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, but it's your choice to whether you're gonna cross the guideline or to follow it. And thanks for listening.